Hey, friends.
Hi, everyone.
So,
We had audio malfunction at the beginning of the episode, but
we fixed it about halfway through.
so you just have to power through and get there with us, and it'll be fine, okay?
Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Have a great night.
We're done. We pretty much talked before
We've been sitting here for an hour.
talking. Because it's stuff we can't talk about
Yeah,
online.
you guys, you don't even know.
Online. On a podcast.
Online.
Online.
It's
On the line.
It's
on internet.
It's on internet. Ask my dad.
I love that. Yeah, we've been sitting here for a while. Also, this is... Can I just say one thing?
This is Can I Just Say One Thing podcast with Jess and Demi.
Yep.
I'm Demi,
I'm Jess.
so deal with it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, there's a lot that's happening. Not in my life.
Me either.
Yeah, not in either of our lives, but we have a
No.
lot to talk about.
Yeah, well, we didn't see each other for like 4 days, so... Wait, no. Two... Just the weekend.
A lot happened over the weekend.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl happened. I did not watch one
Who gives
play.
an actual shit about the Super Bowl?
Not
It
me.
was so boring.
I know.
I'm like, I don't dislike the Patriots, but it's like, okay, they've won though. Like, we get it.
They've done
And
their
I was
thing.
watching it with someone who liked the Patriots, and they're like, "What? Everybody hates the Patriots because they're the best, because they're the hardest workers." And I'm like, no, I get what you're saying.
I think they're
it's-
all pretty hard workers.
They're
though.
all hard workers though. And then she started getting really weird, and she was like, what'd she say? She's like, everybody wants a handout. And I was like, this is not political.
hand job?
Like, this is not political. Like,
Yeah.
it's just
This
football.
is a sport that people
Halftime
get, yeah.
sucked. Do not dangle SpongeBob in front of me and then rip it away.
Rip it away.
I was so offended.
Yep.
I was like,
Yep.
turn it off. It's not Beyonce. I don't want it.
Or JT. Honestly, Justin Timberlake. I liked him last year.
I need a repeat. He was last year?
He was last year. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm.
I will. Justin Timberlake, in my eyes, cannot do any wrong.
No, he's never done wrong.
No.
Will never do wrong.
He's in the same category as Leonardo DiCaprio for me.
Thank you. I just listened to that episode where I flip
Flipped
out.
out.
It was like too much. I'm so sorry.
No, it was
Weeks
hilarious. Was that when were we drinking Lava Cap then?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yes.
Tonight we're drinking Bocal Vineyards. It is a local
Yeah.
wine right out of Sacramento.
Support local.
Woo!
Oh, that was good. Yeah, we were going to drink rosé and then we were going to drink beer, but it is 47 degrees.
We're not used to that, okay?
No. I was in Tahoe and I'm like ready for it then, but I walked outside at work and I was like,
Nope, not today.
What's happening?
Not today.
Why is it happening to me?
I know. I felt like I had other things to catch up with you on that we didn't just talk about. But
Mhm.
it's like, who cares, you know?
Well, I do, because now I don't know, and I
But
don't know if you know this about me. I need to know everything. If you've seen a movie before me, tell me the ending.
Speaking of movies.
Oh.
Although we were supposed to be done talking about Ted Bundy. We mostly are.
Oh, no, because there's still stuff coming out. So,
Yes. Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil, and Vile is, I guess Netflix is buying it. I'm sure you
Wait.
guys...
officially?
Yeah, so I think I read the headline wrong. So they're just in the act of, like, closing it out. Yeah.
Oh,
whatever,
my
so.
gosh.
So, yeah.
Yes.
For
We're having a
9
viewing.
million.
We're having a viewing
That's
party.
what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
We have to watch it together.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We didn't watch the Confessions of Ted Bundy, but there was like a
Well, that
million
was a show.
episodes.
That was a show. Like,
Yeah,
I needed
yeah.
to process that on my own.
Yeah.
Because...
I saw a picture of Zac Efron today, and I didn't know how to react.
So I just left work. No.
So I took a beat, did a couple paces. He
In your office.
Yes. How are you that good looking?
Even two different color hair. Usually I would be like, you are
Mhm.
having
Some
you
sort of
are having
you're
a
going through
crisis.
Britney moment. 2009
You are having
Britney
a real
moment.
crisis. But I was
Mhm.
like, this is acceptable all the time. I prefer you this way, Zach. You're so gorgeous.
And then when he changes it back, I prefer him that. It doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter. Okay?
Mhm.
He's
I know.
moment of silence.
For his beauty. Yeah.
He's
It's
real
just-
top notch.
Truly, thank you.
Mhm. You're welcome. Anytime.
I just want to make sure other people appreciate them, okay?
I think they do. I know so. You want to know how I know? Because he has so many followers
so many
on the gram.
Yeah, and just in life.
I'll
Yeah.
follow him.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
You guys, can we talk really quick about Chris Pratt being engaged?
Didn't just found out. And
I
it's been
just
a couple
found out
weeks.
today, and today is the 4th of February, and Fourth of February. The 4th of freaking February.
It's
And,
been at
you
least
know,
2 weeks.
And this is how much Jess hates me, is that she didn't even tell me.
I couldn't cope with
I
the
don't
news.
get it because you love Chris Pratt.
I
So why
know.
wouldn't you immediately express this anger to me? Because
Truly, I thought that I did. I'm surprised I didn't because I would have needed somebody to freak out
Honestly, though-
with. Oh, maybe I didn't text you because I freaked out. I made my coworker freak out with me. She didn't care.
Okay.
But she loves me. She's such a good friend and such a good coworker that she was like, I
It's
respect
okay.
you. It's fine. Yeah, go for it. Freak
Yeah,
out.
just process it
Yeah.
as you need to.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
I just why
Don't.
can't
Huh? Who?
404 error message.
You have to give a backstory.
Robot
on that.
eyes. I don't know. Cannot compute. I was listening to, and that's why we drink podcast today, and they were talking about a story, a murder that happened in the 1500s, and one of the girls on the show, Em, is so into American, U.S. history. I think she's from Virginia or something.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so she would give tours at
state parks, battlegrounds.
Battleground,
George Washington's house or
exactly,
whatever.
stuff
Yeah.
like that. So she's a U.S. history buff,
Love it.
and can't wrap her head around the fact that the world has existed before then. So Christine, the other girl, was saying okay, so this happened in the 1500s, as she was alive from 15 something to 16 something, and Em was just wait, I can't. What? All I see in my brain is 404 error message.
I love it so
And
much.
it has never been better expressed of how I feel.
Yeah.
Chris
I felt
Pratt
like
being
that-
engaged. Error message.
Multiple times before we started recording tonight, I was like, what are you saying to me right now?
Yeah.
And
Oh,
that's
yeah.
exactly
Mhm.
how I feel. It
Mhm.
is such a good way to communicate how you feel.
404 error message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wild.
It was wild.
Oh, goodness. The world is a crazy place. Chris Pratt's engaged. Zac Efron is
still
leading
hot
the way in hotness and
in murder.
yeah.
I watched the episode of Game of Thrones last night where Ygritte and Jon Snow had sex.
I love that episode.
I do too. It's really sweet.
Yeah,
And I love how he touches her face so much.
That's one thing I love so much when I watch shows where there's a couple and the way they touch okay, don't laugh
not.
at me, but
Okay.
do. It's totally fine.
Mm-mm.
Gilmore Girls.
Okay.
When Logan Huntsberger touches Rory's face
All the time.
all the time and kisses her, I'm like, I don't know why.
Why don't I deserve nice things?
Why isn't my face touched before I'm
Is
kissed?
that the title of the show? Why don't I deserve nice things?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Because
Every day, every Tuesday night, I'm like, what is the episode name? I'm like, I can't. I listen to our episodes and then I have to re-listen to figure out what the title is. And now we've got it.
honestly, title names are probably
the hardest
the
part.
hardest part.
Yeah. Descriptions.
Because you're trying to be oh, so
Look how funny we are.
Blah.
Brain fart, 404 error message. Sorry.
Truly.
If you ever listen to this, which you won't.
Well, we like it.
I like it, okay?
Yeah.
Ugh.
And we give you credit.
Okay?
Ah.
Ugh.
Demi?
What a...
16-year-old Demi? 14 maybe.
Yes.
No, that's 13.
Mm.
Ah.
Mama.
So funny.
Wait, what were we just... Oh,
I don't know.
face touching. But anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Touching face.
Touching face. Yeah, I think we're still wrapping up season 3. I feel like I just have been talking about where we are with Game of Thrones, and I feel like we're really building it up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good to just get everybody ready for
Can
it?
I vent really quickly about this?
Absolutely. Take it away. Uh-oh.
Shiloh
Oh, no.
has finished the seasons, has watched them again without. I know we're gonna watch them. It's fine.
No.
it's
No. Season finale. Finale. Show finale.
He's watched
Dunzo.
all the he's watched all of it.
That was
without
rude,
me.
Shiloh.
All right, thank you.
I'll text him. Like,
Okay.
Don't
Good.
even think that he can send tweets to our group message and try and make me laugh now. It's done, and I'm offended. Brett finished an episode when I fell asleep, and I was like, well, guess what? We're rewatching it. You should have stopped when I fell asleep.
And that's what I was like, Shiloh, we're rewatching every episode. He's like, it's fine, I don't care. And I'm like, I'm sure you
Dang
do,
it.
but like,
I want you to
also,
care.
you care because I'm gonna make you do it. Which I don't think he does. He'll probably fall asleep too.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna freaking watch him.
Good.
Oh, Downton Abbey. Let's do it.
Oh.
I just watched
Turmoil.
the worst episode. No,
Oh.
a different worst episode.
Oh.
Sensitive subject matter about to be discussed.
Trigger warning ahead.
No, truly though, because
Oh,
Anna
no.
was raped.
Who?
Anna. Yeah, I forgot it
I
happened. I forgot.
raped her?
Yeah, that like guy that came in from out of town that was
Yes, that pervert.
Mhm. Yeah,
Oh my
and I
God.
forgot that had happened.
I thought he like attempted to, but then didn't.
He did.
He raped her?
Yeah,
Oh shit, dog.
I know this day has been nuts. So I've
This
been
day has
finding
been
out.
negative.
Yeah, so negative. I'm glad
I had to
be
go
done
to
with it.
work. First
Yeah.
negative. I had to be there.
I woke up on time.
Ugh,
I
it's
didn't get to
terrible.
sleep in.
It's terrible. So terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I
hate
just
that.
like was like, oh, I forgot. I didn't remember it happened.
I fully forgot about
Yeah.
that.
So
Oh,
I
I
mean,
hate
Downton
that
Abbey's a great series. I mean, obviously watch it. I'm sure everybody has.
Yeah,
But
like goes without saying.
But still, it just, I mean, it has such, I don't know, sad things in it too.
I know.
Yeah. Anyway,
You know what? It's just
Yeah.
like life, man.
has
Just
sad things.
Cruise along like life, man. Good and bad, man. Yin and yang, man.
Oh my god. All right, so we're here. Should we get into this book?
Yeah.
Yeah.
First thoughts.
Tell me.
You.
Well, okay.
Tell me.
So first of all, we're recapping
yeah.
the book Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens.
She liked our picture, NBD, just saying.
Yeah,
Thanks.
she did.
Thanks, girl.
Yes. We're here to support female writers.
Ugh.
Love it. Also, Reese Witherspoon. She also recommended
Because Reese Witherspoon.
it. Who is paving the way for women directors and actors and all
Yes.
things
Yes.
empowerment.
Yes. When does Big Little Lies come out?
I don't know.
Let's talk about it.
Does it? Does it come out soon?
It has to.
I know. I don't know
Meryl?
for sure. I don't know for sure though. I haven't
Meryl.
looked it up. So this book starts out with Kaya. She's 6 years old, and her mom leaves.
She's a little country bumpkin.
Yeah. Oh, like
Or
totally.
backwoods bumpkin.
Mm-hmm, exactly. Like lives on the marsh in
Yeah.
the south,
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Sure.
Yeah. I'm pretty
Cool.
sure it is. I was thinking like Florida Panhandle, but I think I know nothing about East Coast, but I'm pretty sure it's North Carolina, because it goes out into the ocean and it's all marshy. But I was thinking like it sounded to me more like Florida, but I'm pretty positive it's North
I
Carolina.
think it is. Also, it does show a map in my book.
Oh.
It doesn't show the state that it's in, but it says where Kaya's shack is. It shows, so one of the characters, his name is Jumpin', because every time he
Yeah.
says people come up on their boats, he like jumps up to greet them.
Yeah.
So his name is Jumpin'. It shows where his shack is. It shows where a reading cabin is, which I don't know what that means yet.
No.
Point Beach, it shows the fire tower.
Oh, yes.
Which we'll get in a little bit. So it just shows like different things. So I'll show it to
I'm
you.
loving how this book is. I love when books jump back and
Me
forth.
too. Me too.
That's like one of my. I always look forward to that. Okay. Don't know what reading cabin is. Oh, she's way the heck down there.
Mhm.
Oh wow, and she has to go through all the estuaries and stuff.
She's so lonely.
I know.
Little baby. So, yeah, so we're introduced to Kaya. Her mom leaves. She doesn't know that her mom is leaving because she's 6 years old.
Yeah,
But her mom walks out with her nice shoes and
a
pleated skirt and
a bag.
a bag, like a blue, she calls it a train bag or something like
Yeah.
that, a train luggage. So it must have her belongings in it. Come to find out that her dad is abusive.
Mhm.
He has been in World War I, 2, because this is 1950. starts
Then
in 19.
it could be
52.
either.
I can't remember which one it is, to be honest. He's been in a war.
He's been in a war.
Definitely has PTSD, I'm sure. Also,
Yes.
probably seen a lot of bad things. Does not mean that he should be beating
Absolutely
anybody.
not. No, but like
Or being abusive at all.
But I would imagine that in that time, when men have to be manly men and cannot show emotion,
Yeah.
it's common. It was common
Mm-hmm.
for men to beat up their wives
Oh,
and
I'm sure.
children. Like,
Yeah.
very common practice.
Yeah, I believe it.
What was it?
Unfortunately.
Spare the rod, spoil the child. Isn't that insane?
Ugh.
Do you know that saying?
No.
Yeah, it's
I
so.
don't know if I like that at all. I don't like that at all.
No, I don't. It's really crazy. Yeah. So I'm sure that was his mentality, but he was like
Yeah.
a drunk.
Yeah, exactly.
And
So that's why not just the mother leaves. So she also has 4 brothers and sisters. She has
Mhm.
2 brothers. The
Jody.
closest one to her is Jody. He's 7 years older than her, which is like my oldest sister to me.
Mhm.
So to imagine her leaving when I'm like 6 years old sounds so scary.
yes.
And one by one, everybody leaves because they keep getting beaten up and they just
Are
have to leave.
miserable.
Yeah, miserable.
It seems super miserable.
And before Jody leaves, because she's closest to Jody, obviously, because of the age, and, he looks after her, and he's just like, basically, like, stay out of his way, You know how to cover your tracks, you know how to hide away, just stay out of his way. And one thing I thought was
How would
interesting...
you live? How would you live knowing that you left a baby with someone who's abusive, who put you through pain and suffering? I couldn't do it. Why wouldn't you just take them?
I just don't understand. Thank you. That's what I was going to say. I don't understand. I'm sure this father was abusive to everybody from the beginning, so why wouldn't anybody want to take her?
Yeah.
Any one of, especially her mother, but also
Yeah.
her siblings.
Yeah.
Her siblings are old enough to realize what's going to happen. If
I know.
I was just, like, truthfully, like, clenching my teeth. I'm like, please just don't sexually abuse her. Please
Oh,
don't sexually abuse her.
I couldn't do another month.
No, I can't. And thankfully...
No, it's
Nothing
not that.
happens like
He's
that.
just angry and selfish.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think, are you visualizing her mom coming back into the picture?
I don't know. I
don't know
no
either.
Idea.
This is a very mysterious beginning.
Yeah, and it's also because it takes a little bit to rev up in the
Yes.
first 92 pages. Like, we finally start getting into it.
Right when I stopped at 14, I was like, dang
Dang
it!
it!
This is where I want to keep going.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So one thing I thought was interesting really early on in the book was that Kaya talks about her mom and how her mom used to tell her things that she didn't understand but knew that her mom needed to get it out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, oh, she's like telling you probably really horrible things about what's happening, and you just are so young, you don't understand what's going on.
Or probably things about her past, about how this is how I'm visualizing her mom. Her mom seems like she was probably higher class than her dad.
Yes.
And so living in this shack in a swamp, she's like, and getting abused with 4 kids and no money. She's like,
yeah,
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
And, I
know.
Yeah.
And even though her older brother Jody ended up leaving, it was just really sweet of him to look after his sister, and he was like, hey, let's go play pirates. She's like, oh, you said you were too old to play.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I was just, being
just
silly.
messing.
Yeah, let's go. And I'm just like, oh, I can't imagine to be like your 6-year-old little sister.
She doesn't even know when her birthday is.
I know.
Because she only recognizes that because something her mom said about the moon.
Exactly. How crazy is that?
I can't. Yeah, I just kept the whole time. I loved how she described how the author is just putting such good descriptions of Kaya's inner monologue.
Yes.
How she was processing and like how she would like escape to the birds, and the birds are like her friends, and how
in the marsh she just really she said even later on, like, the marsh is my parents now or my family now or something like that. Like,
she
her
couldn't
surroundings,
leave.
yeah. Because this is, and I'm like, oh, it's like so sad because it's like not people, not actual, I don't know, people that can love you back or things that can love you back. But
and her dad just dips all the time.
Yeah,
she
just
won't
leaves her
see
by
him
herself
for like weeks.
I know, so
it's
sad.
crazy.
And like this is like in the 1950s. This had to happen all the time. This had to happen all the time.
I'm sure. I'm sure it still happens.
Yeah, that's actually probably very true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in like backwoods areas where there's just no accountability and no one's around.
Yeah. So even in the 1950s, it looks like it's the law. Kids have to go to school, have to get an education.
Dude,
So,
that breakfast or that lunch they were serving at the school.
I was like, I want that.
Yeah, I was like, oh, pot pie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pot pie, and then also, like, obviously milk, because we had that too, but there was a dessert or something too.
There was
I was like,
desserts.
Can I get that at work now?
I know.
Can somebody please feed me that?
Seriously.
I would love to have a meal included with the work day.
With having to be stuck here for 8 hours.
So
mad.
So the school sends somebody to come and grab her and be like, hey, her real name is Catherine.
Yeah.
But they call her Kaya. Haven't figured out why yet. I mean, it's probably a nickname, I'm sure,
Yeah.
but I don't know how they came up with the nickname. So they bring her, they're like, you have to come to school, you have to start going to school every day. And she doesn't have shoes, she barely has a dress that fits her. And then she goes and feels completely out of place.
Kids are making fun of her.
Exactly. She doesn't know how to spell dog, she spells G-O-D. And
she was in...
They put her in second grade, but she's never even been to school. She doesn't know how to read. She only can count up to 29.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, little baby. I know.
Really
and
sad.
so after that day, she just like never goes back. She hides from them.
Yep.
When they come and try to find her to take her to school, she just hides from them. Her dad, though, however, starts sending her into town to the Five and Dime to gets money from like pension from being in the war. So she has to go in. And then the supermarket lady starts, like, questioning her, like, what are you doing here?
And what?
There was a reason I was going with that.
Because she can't count money? Is that what you're doing?
No, I was going to say she runs into a group of kids.
Oh, the boy.
And one of them, his name is Chase Andrews. And
Yes.
she's little right now.
Yeah.
She's 6 years old. And then later on, 17 years later, Chase Andrews
ends up moited.
Well, not for sure murdered, but
There's been a murder in Savannah.
The police think that it probably is foul play because there's no footprints around. There's no.
It's just set up too perfectly, and it's been wiped down.
Mm-hmm.
And so basically, this Chase Andrews was found. This is in the future now.
In 1969 is when his body's found.
Right, and it keeps flipping forward between 1969 and 1950.
50s. So like it starts in like
she grows up.
Yeah,
she's
exactly.
like starting to grow up. So they find two boys find Chase's body at the what is it? The fire?
Yeah, it's like a fire tower.
A fire tower.
People would go up there. They'd go make out, or they'd like go hang out with their friends or whatever.
And so Chase sounds like he was kind of he was married and he's super good looking, star athlete, really popular in town, but
married
also
and cheats on his wife
all the time. Had some enemies, most likely.
Probably husbands
and others.
Anybody, probably. I mean, if you're that popular, and people might be not necessarily jealous. Not everybody that's jealous is going to kill people, but it has happened. Yeah. People get crazy when they're jealous.
Yep.
So, so these kids two kids find this guy, Chase Andrews. And the police go out, and they're like, okay, it's kind of weird. There's no footprint, so it looks like it was him that fell, maybe.
But there's not even his own footprint.
I know, yeah.
In the
path.
path.
It's just the kids that found him.
And then they found, like, some not a trap door, but like a door at the top of the fire tower was left open to make it seem like he would have fallen through that. But it's like, why would he have fallen through that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, why wouldn't you close it immediately?
When you saw it, you would have to, like, literally jump through it to fall.
So, unless he was drunk or something. The only thing that's kind of interesting to me about this book is I feel like they're using very advanced tactics for finding out.
Really?
I'm just like, in the 1960s, I feel like they were kind of stupid. Like, from all the books that we've read on how all the times, investigators kind of fudged something, didn't see something, didn't really... Like, oh, they're taking pictures of the crime scene, and they're wiping for prints, and they're checking to see if his hair's there, and I'm like, but would they have done that in the 1960s?
Yeah.
Would they have done that? I hope they would have, and
I
yes,
don't think
that has,
so.
and it
I
has,
think you're right.
In some instance, we've been able to have DNA, like, in real time, had DNA that you can trace back to that time, but
this is also a backwoods town.
Yeah, like, why
would
they be so good at investigating?
They sound really good. But I think a lot of it, too, like the whole footprints thing, that might be because they are country.
Yeah, like trappers and stuff.
Yeah.
That I can get. I can totally get that. But, like, seeing if the ladder had hair
Oh, I didn't
to
see
it.
that.
Yeah, it says like, oh, check the ladder to make sure there was no fingerprints, or check to make sure some of his hair didn't fall out, or like, you know, see if you can find any of that type of stuff. And I'm like,
would you have done that?
Because you don't have DNA testing like we do now in any capacity.
Yeah.
But hey,
you know that
who am I to judge?
You know that the guy who discovered DNA testing was like super, super racist.
Oh, gross. Why?
I think okay. I watched this special with my mom about him.
This makes me really sad, by the way.
Yeah, he said that the African American race is inferior to white.
Wow, fuck you, dude.
Yeah, like, thanks so much for your contribution, but also
go
fuck right
yourself.
off.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And then he got called out by it because there was no factual, like, evidence to prove anything he was saying.
Obviously.
And he was like, no, I still stand by my word. And it's like, oh, okay, so you're just racist.
Oh, you're just a piece of shit.
You have no facts to base it on. You're just racist. Got it.
Ugh.
I know.
That makes me really sad.
I know. Anyway.
Goodbye.
You're dead.
Yeah, I'll talk about DNA, but I'm not going to talk about
I don't even remember his name,
Good.
so whatever.
Goodbye.
Probably Francis.
On my page 34, it's chapter 5, episode. That's what I was going to say. The end of chapter 4 is when Kaya laid her hand upon the breathing wet earth and the marsh became her mother. How freaking sad to be this little baby girl.
I know. That's a baby.
6 years old? Did she know even how to, like, go to the bathroom by herself? Truly.
Yeah.
Who knows, though? She lives in a marsh. I don't know.
Diapers.
Yeah, I'm not saying she's in diapers. I'm just saying, can she wipe herself yet?
Yeah.
I hope so. It's a valid question to me.
Yes. So then, okay, so she decides not to go back to school. She's like, no thanks. I'd prefer not to be able to read.
Yeah, I can't be here.
And then her dad finally comes and what?
It just makes me sad that, like, he kind of starts being a dad for a little bit.
I know. Didn't he call her honey or something?
Hun. He called her Hun. And she, like,
loved it.
So she
just has no affection in her life whatsoever besides her mom, and it was at such a young age that she can't really remember it.
Yeah, and remember I told you about, like, the gorillas and chimpanzees that, like, go to a cage and will starve themselves to death just to, like, be next to a blanket? Cause that's what it makes me think of.
Oh my god.
Because it's just like...
Why'd you talk about that?
I know, I'm so sorry. Today is a sad day.
Today's rough.
But, yeah, like, she's even, like, wanting affection from her. She knows her father's abusive. She hasn't actually experienced it, it sounds like, herself.
Oh my god. Hey, if it sounds funny, I mean, what? Okay, so here's the thing. Here's a fun thing that happened just now. We just found out we were only recording through the computer.
Yep, we're not using
So if it sounds like we're on the phone with you,
welcome.
Personal conversation. Yeah. AB conversation. See your way out, Sally.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So now we're back to normal.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Sorry, 30 minutes of
tinny audio.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. So sorry.
So in moments like this, I like to think of this song that I sang in a 3rd grade play. Do you want to hear it?
Abso-freaking-lutely. Never want anything else.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not perfect and I know I never will be. No one's perfect. I know it's true. Sisters and brothers, even dads and mothers, all make mistakes, and I do too. In the yard, I left the rake. By the stairs, I left my skates. When my mom and dad discovered that, I knew I made a big mistake. Oh, I'm not perfect.
You're not done. Keep going.
I know, I never will. There's the part about popping bubble gum in my mom's hair.
Ooh.
Popped a bubble full of air. Got too near my mother's hair. When I tried to pop it while it was too late, I knew I made a big mistake.
Woo! Do we need a new title? Sisters. Fathers and mothers?
I'll make
Mistakes. I do too. I guess I do too.
Why didn't that make you feel better? I sang from my 3rd grade play.
You know, it did make me
Wine.
feel better. Yay!
Moment of silence for our audio.
Oh, damn. Wow. Okay, well, hey. We're here.
Well, you know what? I'm just not perfect.
Nobody is perfect.
And I know I never will be.
There are 2 people in this world that are perfect.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Zac Efron. Goodbye.
Yes. Okay, so anyway, back to Kaya. Just like move past it.
Okay.
It's fine.
Thank you. I need you to
Deal
be like
with
my rally.
it, everyone.
Yeah.
God, like we read books for you and tell you about them, and you can't put up with crap audio. Like, I read my diary. Like you can't. Yeah, let's wrap it up. I want to read that diary.
Yeah, me too. Kaya decided not to go to school. Wanted to hang out with her dad. Dad is kind of starting to be a little bit better of a dad.
Well, because she's like, Dad, can you... Well, she takes the boat out, and she's a bad girl, and she runs... She's a bad girl. And she runs into a boy.
A boy. How's this boy
I picture
gonna be?
him so cute.
Me too.
I picture like a tan...
Like Spartacus from my 2nd grade class.
Totes Spartacus vibes.
Duh. I mean, like, I was also 6, going on 7.
Go for head for sure.
Go for head.
He is my knight in shining armor.
But yes.
But he just
cute
like
kid.
is so cute and like doesn't make her feel
Yeah, he, like,
dumb
waves
or
and-
uncomfortable when she's like, I'm lost, help me.
Yeah,
And
so she does
is
get lost.
So worried.
Yeah, because she doesn't have much gas in the freaking boat that she
Stole from
stole
her dad.
from her dad.
At like 7 years old, which
Yeah.
is fine and
Love
cool. Don't
Sure,
do that.
Don't do it though. And he like takes her back home. He's like, "Oh yeah, I know you. You're Jody's little sister."
And she says, I was.
I was.
Ugh. Break my
Heartbreak.
heart in half, Kaya. Ugh.
Road. So she keeps thinking about him,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just like, "Oh man, I wish I could run into him again." She wants a friend. She wants somebody
wants
that
a friend.
So she's like, "Well, maybe I can convince my dad to like let me take out the vote. The vote."
We're voting on a boat.
I'm just trying to get through the book right now.
I know.
I feel very, but, and so she's like, well, they end up having a dinner together, and she's like, I feel really bad about asking him now because I cleaned up the house, I made dinner, and I think that he's gonna feel like I've only done this just to ask him this.
Right.
So she instead asks him to go fishing with him.
Mm-hmm.
And they do.
I know, and they like make it their thing for
Yeah,
a little bit.
while.
And I was like, oh, okay, great. Like she has a dad now. And I was like really projecting all these positive things. I was like, he's going to sober up and he's going to care about her and he's going to get a job.
And he sort of does. Like he kind of stops drinking on the
boat.
And they had like tea and
he calls her hun.
exactly. And
it was
she
so sweet.
he introduced her to Jumpin', the guy that we've talked about already. And
yes.
yeah. And then what happened? What triggers it where he like spirals?
Letter from mom.
Letter from mom. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, why did I not remember that?
I know.
That's a huge
It's
deal.
A big one.
That's a big in.
Megan.
Yeah.
So yeah, the letter comes from the mom. It sets him off. He's pissed. Kaya can't read, so she doesn't even know what the letter says. And then he lights it on fire, and she saves a little piece of her handwriting.
Ashes. It's like
so
it's like
sweet.
tinted blue from the fire.
Yes. Can I tell you something?
Yes, of course. What?
Okay, so we always get like stupid pieces of mail. It's like, here's a check for $20,000, cash it in, and whatever. Okay, so I had
It's like not a real check.
Yeah, exactly. And so I had like 4 of those, and I don't like to throw them away because people go through our mail or our trash, and so I was just gonna light it on fire in the fireplace. So I have 3 letters, and I'm in the fireplace, and I'm lighting them on fire, and one of them says like care. Credit to care or something, and I'm like, oh, what a scam. And then I'm like, wait a minute, that's the insurance I just signed up for my dental work.
Whoops. Such a scam.
I ripped it out of the fire and like stomped on it, and now I have a half burnt bill.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
sorry.
It looks vintage.
Yeah. This is vintage. It's like from the 1960s.
Throwback bills.
Yeah.
Heard of it?
Yeah, from last week.
I was burning bills before it was cool. I'll show you.
The fact that we even get bills in the mail is just
mind-blowing. Like, stop murdering trees. Email me. Text me. All right? It's 2019. Get your shit together.
2K19, okay?
2K19, all right?
Yes.
Also, real quick, the little kid that Kaya meets, his name is Tate.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
But I immediately think of American Horror Story.
Oh, but I love American Horror Story.
I know,
but he
but
was mean. He was
he's
bad.
a-
He's bad.
He's a
bad.
murker.
He's a bad boy.
He's a big bad boy.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, I hate that episode so much. Ew,
Yeah.
ew, ew. Get out of my head.
Can't
Okay.
get over the bad boy.
It's fine,
It's fine, okay.
Jessica.
Don't.
See, that's the worst thing that happened tonight. I called
That
you
is-
Jessica twice.
Oh, that makes me feel so much better.
Yeah.
Oh, like
Is that the new
that's
trick?
the worst thing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's fine.
It's fine. Okay, whatever.
You're not over it.
No, I am. No, that actually made me feel a lot better. I don't know why.
Okay, good.
So weird. Marsh girl. Oh.
Oh.
Wait. I feel like we didn't talk about. So shit. She went to the 5 and dime. There was a reason why I started talking about that,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't remember why.
The boys almost ran her over with a bike.
Oh yeah. That was Chase. Oh no, we did. I guess we did.
Yeah.
Because then we said he's the one that's dead.
Mhm.
And the stuff that kind of sucks though is that the part where there's this part where Kai and her dad actually go to a diner and have a freaking feast, and it's just really sweet.
It's a good memory.
It's a good memory. Yeah, exactly. The dad's being a dad and taking care of his daughter, and she's done, and she goes outside, and this little girl comes up to her, younger than her, and goes up and wants to shake her hand and like introduces herself.
Oh God.
And
this
this
was terrible.
evil woman,
Little
who's
bitch
the
head.
mother, who's the mother of the little girl, is like, ew, get away from her. She's a marsh girl.
dirty.
She's dirty.
And then another lady comes out of the store and is like, "Is there a problem here?"
Yeah.
And it's like, bitch, mind your own business.
This little,
She's a little girl.
Ow.
Like she's gonna eat her
Yeah.
or something, or like bite her.
I just don't understand that mentality. I've never understood. I'm contemplating right now.
Yeah.
I just don't understand. I truly don't.
No, I don't. I mean,
That
no
stuff still happens.
No one thinks like that anymore.
I know. I think it still happens.
Ew, I don't want to be a part
Not
of
in
that.
our lives, because thankfully we live in the great state of California.
Oh, God bless it.
I know.
God bless.
In chapter 9, my note is so stupid. It says, Pa never took her fishing again. And I was like, sad little man. That was my
Well,
only
he
note.
is,
Yeah,
like-
I know.
I mean, I think he just has so many demons.
Oh,
probably from
absolutely.
the war. And is that before or after he goes to go get his pension sorted out? I think he. Oh no,
It must be before, because he disappears. Because after this,
He's,
he
like,
disappears.
gone.
Yeah, like
Gone,
completely,
gone.
like leaves the boat and disappears. And
Yeah. And then she has to start fending for herself, and she's like, I have no
Nothing.
money.
I don't know how to
I
do
don't have
anything."
oil in the lamp. Like, I'm gonna
would be so
sell
scared.
mussels.
also, I am 29 years old almost. Less than 2 months away. Less than a month
than a
away.
month
What,
away.
can I count?
You're 29. Can you count?
Can I count? No, because I
No.
don't want to.
I want to.
I'm still afraid of the dark. We've talked about this. I'm afraid of my basement. I'm afraid of the dark.
I really never thought about my age correlating with being scared of anything. And you just put that into perspective, and I'm like, I'm scared of so many things.
No, I am. But I've truly always been afraid of the
Do you
dark.
do this thing where like, do you see scary things in your head?
No. It's not like I see scary things. I just am worried that things are like actual people, murderers, rapists are lurking in those places.
So I just recently saw a preview for the new movie by the guy from the director that did Get Out. I can't remember. Jordan
Peele.
Jordan Peele.
Oh my God, he's so good. That
He's
movie's so good.
amazing, and I loved Get Out. And the new
So
movie
good.
that's coming out looks equally amazing, but way more scary.
People have said it's way more scary. Like critics have said it's way more scary. I
Yeah,
want to see
and
it.
so I picture those people in my brain when I'm here by myself in the mornings. Like
what do you
those are
mean?
the things I just see them in my head, and I'm like, oh, I'm scared to leave this room.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always scared that I'm going to walk out and just see someone standing in a room in my house.
Oh, yeah. I guess I've, like, been
That's the only thing.
But it's, like, usually when it's in the dark. Like, I truly am afraid of the dark. 100%. Like,
But if Shiloh's there?
No.
Okay.
And so the other day when I went to go find, like, notes in my basement, it was broad daylight. And I was like, Shiloh, I need you to come downstairs with me. He's like, it's freaking daylight. And I was like,
doesn't matter.
Don't care. I want you to come down there with me, you know? And he's like, ugh. So he did it begrudgingly, but, you know, but I'm gonna have, it makes me feel at ease. Why?
Can I tell you something right now?
Yes.
Your eyes look really pretty.
Thanks.
They look like really, really pretty right
Oh my
now.
God, that's so sweet of you.
Yeah, like I was just like, oh, dang, girl. I think I'm in love with you. Okay, so anyway.
Scared of the dark. Her lamp goes out. I'd be afraid of the dark.
Yeah, but she was so casual about it. She's like,
know.
oh, like the shadows, whatever. Like dark.
But she still had to, like,
is a real
waste
thing.
a match to light a candle.
To have to account for your matches. That is incredible.
I know.
Anyway, okay.
So she, like Demi just said, she decides that she's going to start collecting mussels and see if Jumpin' is going to maybe sell them on her behalf. And he does.
Well, no, that was the fish.
But he does. Oh, you remember he buys the mussels.
He buys the mussels. Uh-huh.
And then later on, people keep going before her to sell their mussels.
Yeah.
And he's like, I have too many mussels.
Yeah.
Find something else that I can sell for you.
Right.
And so she decides, how does the fact that she maybe just grew up around it, like smoking fish, this little teeny tiny babe.
I would have zero concept.
I don't know. Decides to smoke fish and brings it to Jumpin' and was like, hey, I smoked some fish. Can we try to do this? And he's like, well, I'm going to do it on consignment. If I sell some,
then you get that profit.
Then you get the profit. And because of that, he goes home, tells his wife, who is amazing. Is like, hey, this little girl is I can tell she's all alone. She probably doesn't want me to know because she's always like, oh, my dad says hi. Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry he couldn't come. And this beautiful wife scrounges up clothes and
from
everything
her,
for her.
Church or something.
Just people in the community.
Kaya some clothes. And so she like wears them. She like rounds the corner from after she picks them up from Jumpin'. And she like puts them on and like rides the boat home in her little lace
like
shirt.
Her little lace. It sounds like a Peter Pan collar or something like that. I'm like, oh, I love Peter Pan collars, so I can get why she's excited as a little girl. By the time that we end with our section that we're reading, she's 14 years old. But then again, it skips back and forth.
Oh, also, she sees the kids that are around her age, like playing at the beach together and having a good time.
And she hides and starts like looking.
Yeah. Oh, it's so sad.
It's so sad. But also, during this time, somebody is leaving. She's obsessed with birds.
Right.
Somebody's leaving a feather in a tree trunk as a sign to her. I wonder if it's Tate.
Do you think it's Tate?
I hope
I think it's Chase.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know why.
Well, the thing is that in the book, the lady that's trying to teach her about money at the Five and Dime.
Yeah.
So Kaya stops going to the Five and Dime because she keeps getting questioned by this lady. And she's like, I don't want her to turn me into the school. I don't want them to start looking for me. So that's why she only goes to Jumpin' after a while. But this lady at the Five and Dime is super curious about her. And she's the one that 17 years later in 1969 is like, well, there is that Marsh girl that could be up to this. And then she gets cut off by people talking.
Wait, what?
So, the end of chapter 8. Okay. As the sheriff and the deputy wove among the tables towards the counter, they heard Miss Pansy Price of Cress's Five and Dime say to a friend, "It could have been that woman lives out in the marsh, crazy enough for the loony bin. I just bet she'd be up to some kind of thing." "What do you mean? What does she have to do with anything?" "Well, for a while there," I'm trying to do there, she got herself involved with, and then she gets cut off. As the sheriff and deputy stepped up to the counter, Ed said, "Let's just order takeout po' boys and get out of here."
Oh my god, I want a po' boy so bad.
I know, it sounds so good. So Miss Pansy has mentioned her.
It's a town gossip, sounds like.
Yeah, but she's the one that helped her as a little girl at the Five and Dime.
So she still lives in the... Okay, how did I miss that? I've come to realize audiobooks aren't my thing.
It's hard to like know everything that's happening.
I can't retain it. I need to look at it.
I know, same. Which is why I have notes.
Which is why I failed college, I guess. No, I didn't. Mom.
I didn't fail college.
Mom, I didn't. So that's... Oh, okay. Take it away.
So
that's where we leave off, yeah?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's out on her own. Somebody's trying to communicate with her. Oh, the one part that did scare me, though.
What?
Real quick, is that she's home, obviously home alone because her dad has deserted her.
Yep.
And she hears kids coming out from the woods, coming up to her house, and she doesn't know what to do, so she runs inside the house.
Yes.
And they come up, and
I was scared.
I was too. And it was just these stupid kids wanting to, like, go to the Marsh girl's house, you know, this feral person's house, and, like, basically said that they were there. I can't say that we didn't do that as kids, though. Like, we were afraid of certain places growing up. It's like, oh, if you touch the door, you know, you're so cool.
That's like in that movie Big Fish.
I never saw it.
What?
I know, I haven't. That's with Ewan McGregor, right? I love him, but I haven't seen it.
Oh, he gets her a field of daffodils, and that's my favorite flower.
Oh, it is? Daffodils? How cute. Yeah.
I love it.
But yeah, so that's it. And next...
It's gonna get good. It's been really great, and the build-up's great.
Yeah.
But I'm ready to, like, get deep
into it.
Yeah.
What's up with this murder?
Deep in the marsh.
Potential murder. They don't know for sure. I'm sure it's one because obviously, duh.
I need to know what happens with Tate and Kaya.
I know.
I think she has a crush.
Oh, she definitely has a crush.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are reading to chapter 27.
Yay.
Chapter
Done.
27. Yes.
You'd be proud of me. I stopped at 14. I didn't keep going. And I wanted to 3 times today. I kept a tally.
Stop it. I'm really impressed.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yay, everybody. Okay, so again, we said we were reading.
Chapter
also,
27.
We are going into what is now our favorite part.
Diary.
What's going to be so sad when...
Today I saw a boy.
Oh, they're going to be... I thought you were going to do Pink. Dear, dear diary, want to tell my secrets.
Oh, no. I'm Brittany, you're Pink.
Pink was my first concert. I've told you that, right?
No.
Pink was my very first... I was 12 years old. I saw Pink in concert.
No way.
Yes. Yasway.
Wait, you have so many notes. Why are you only reading one?
Because some of them aren't written by me.
That's okay. I want to know.
No, but the one I'm going to read is a sermon. Oh, you like this crinkle? Because it's like misophonia. Okay.
Dear diary. Today. Let's do a crossover. Pink Brittany crossover. Today I saw a boy.
That sounds terrible. Because I can't actually sing. That's why it sounds terrible.
Nay. Whoa. What?
Also, can you please sing your I'm Not Perfect song real quick? just like the first
I'm not perfect and No. No,
but also
no.
not. I got really mad again.
Why are you mad?
About the fucking audio.
Jessica.
Demetra. I can't hear that word from you. I can't hear that name from you. Please, do you want to read first?
I'm excited for you. Wait, is this a good letter or a sad letter?
It's kind of sad, but like it's also not sad because it's so old.
What's the year?
I must have been 16.
Love it.
I think.
Okay. This is to a boyfriend.
No. This is me talking with a friend. Don't know which friend I'm talking to.
Love that.
Truly don't know. It might have been my best friend. I don't know. So this is me. I have so much on my mind. First, it's the whole thing with Commander getting mad at Steven.
What's a commander?
Commander, okay, so ROTC.
You were in ROTC?
I was not.
Okay.
All of my friends and my ex-boyfriend was in ROTC.
Okay.
Everybody. Like, so when I was a sophomore, I like totally came to this revelation. I was like, I started dating my ex-boyfriend like way earlier than I thought I did. Mm-hmm. I was 16 years old when I started dating him. I was still a sophomore.
Okay.
And so I started hanging out at ROTC.
And just to be clear, this is not the boyfriend you read about last week.
No.
Yes.
Not that boyfriend. That was my very first boyfriend when I was 14. This is my boyfriend when I was 16. And he was up to be, so you're either CO or XO or like the high. CO is the commanding officer. XO is the executive officer. So he was up for commanding officer, but then gave it to his friend, I guess.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. But he also didn't want like I think he didn't want the responsibility from what I remember. Because we were like newly dating and he wanted to make sure he had time to hang out with me. Yeah, sure. So I was very supportive of him. So he did get XO as a senior and I was a junior, and his whole plan was to go to the military.
Okay.
I was supportive of that. Let me preface. Mm-hmm. Would I date somebody in the military now?
No.
No, I wouldn't because I can't handle the long distance. I also, with my current boyfriend of 9 years, we did the long distance thing for a long time. It felt like military stuff.
Yeah.
Because I never really saw him, never knew when I was going to see him. I will never do long distance again.
No.
Let me repeat. I will never do, that's also for me to say on, for the world to know, I will never do long distance again because it's horrible.
It's hard.
Was it worth it?
I commend anybody that does it.
Truly?
Like, if you're in the military and you're dating someone or married to someone in the military, like, wow, kudos.
Honestly.
Props, stick it out, do what you got to do. But, like, that is
hard. It's really hard. No, truly hard. And I know people can do it. So when people are like, can I do it? Yes, you can. You have to freaking love the heck out of somebody.
Totally.
It can't be a new relationship. You know what I mean? You already kind of have to be like, I want to see a life with them. You know what I mean? So this is about
got it.
My ex-boyfriend from high school, who I also lived with for a while. Okay. Anyway, so I have so much on my mind. First, it's the whole thing with Commander getting mad at Steven. He told Steven he thinks the only reason Steven is with me is to have sex.
Oh, okay.
But me and Steven haven't even done anything. Mm-hmm. It makes me so mad that people think I'm going to cheat on him. What? I've never been that person.
But people thought you were?
So this guy, it sounds so bad. Like, he was an older man. He was a commander in the actual military in the Navy. And he was looking out for his cadets in the high school or whatever. He did have their best interests at heart. I don't really fault him because there are, of course, it's like adolescent, whatever, relationships and stuff like that. He was worried about him, and he was worried about Steven. As I'm older, I'm like, yeah, whatever, I get it.
Right.
But he was also telling kids these things. Your girlfriend's going to cheat on you while you're away, which isn't cool.
That's like a personal problem that he probably went through and was projecting it onto young kids.
I'm sure. Oh, honestly.
Yeah.
And I got a Dear John letter, but like a Dear Jane letter when Steven was in.
Go.
Yeah.
Read.
That was later on. I got back together with him. I know. It makes me so mad that people think I'm going to cheat on him, especially because the people who are saying I'm going to, they don't know me whatsoever.
They don't. How old were you?
16.
16. Okay, okay.
Actually, at this point, maybe I was.
And how long were you guys together?
Almost 3 years.
Okay.
That's a pretty long time.
For a 16, yeah.
Yeah. It makes me sad the most the Steven's mom thinks I'm going. Okay. Don't know what I was trying to say, but I was trying to say that Steven's mom also thought I was going to cheat on him.
Cool.
Somebody said, "Oh my God, maybe she thinks that you'll cheat on Steven because she thinks that she would do that." But to Commander, can he do something against Steven, or can he only say that he doesn't? What? Don't know. These are legit words. I'm not even stumbling on my own words like I always do. Can he even say that he doesn't like your relationship? That's so stupid. He's against it because it's better to have one girlfriend than to hook up with everyone. Brian.
Oh, okay.
I won't say the other names. Blank and Blake are also dating. So why? Doesn't Commander say something against them? Because they were all in ROTC.
Because they were in ROTC. Mm-hmm.
I'm not totally sure what Commander can do to Steven, but I'm sure he has the ability to do something. Mm-hmm. I think one reason Commander has a problem with it because he doesn't think I support Steven in ROTC when I tell him all the time that he should be in the back, because you have to like go in the back and actually be like an officer, blah, 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 blah. Okay. And I can hang out with some of my other friends. I don't have a problem with Steven doing ROTC. Everybody thinks that I'm going against him when I'm just supporting it, which was very true. I even had the commanding officer, again, I wasn't in ROTC. Mm-hmm. He took me into the office and like gave me a talking to.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So ready real quick for this backstory.
That is really intense.
Ready for this quick backstory?
Okay.
So somebody that used to volunteer with ROTC has just like 4 days ago.
Is this what you just sent me? Mm-hmm. Oh my
was arrested for child abuse against a minor. Sending, I think it was like sending crude texts to a minor. Yeah. So this is what's really crazy is that this guy gave us all the heebie-jeebies.
Really?
All of us. Like, when I found out about him, I was like, yeah, this, of course.
That's happened twice in my high school with teachers from the past, and then it surfaced like 2 years after I graduated, and everyone was like,
yeah, of course.
Yeah, we knew.
Yeah. So the thing I believe in innocent until proven guilty to it. Extent. Yes. The fact that has currently been evidence that he has been sending young boys between 14 and 15 years old.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah. So, which is why they arrested him.
Oh my God!
So
what is wrong with
if you
you?
Want to hear about him, his name is Travis Putnam. He went to Orange Island High School. Anyway,
can I tell you really quick?
Yeah.
A teacher. It was a drug counselor in my high school. He was like younger and cool, and like I think I went into his office a few times and just like talked or something. He got arrested because he would let kids go to his office and have sex, and he would record them unknowingly and then sell it on the internet.
That's disgusting.
Isn't that disgusting?
That's so disgusting.
And then another teacher was like trying to get a girl in my grade at the time to like, come over to my house. I'll cook you dinner. I'll buy you wine and all this. I don't think she went over. I don't remember. But it was scandalous.
This is horrible. No, it's all
it's
so
disgusting.
bad.
It's like teacher's pet.
That's also child
It's pornography. Absolutely. Yeah.
And with this guy that has just currently been arrested, I did know people in my high school that had very weird interactions with him when they were in high school.
Shit. That's so scary.
I will not disclose any of that. It's not my business to say.
Right.
Whatever. Anyway, so that has also happened at my high school recently. Like that he was just arrested a few days ago.
Wow.
So back to the person that's writing me. That's so stupid because I know that you do support him in ROTC, but it doesn't matter what he does, the boyfriend, in his breakdown. It's so stupid. It's just like, whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't even want to read the rest of it because it's just like, why?
There's so much.
I know, there's so much. That's why I'm like, oh my God, this is me. I was like, it shouldn't, but to Commander, it does. He thinks Steven should always be at ROTC. Ugh.
Shouldn't he?
I don't know. I want to scream. Today is not my day.
Today really isn't.
No, but also today's not. Blank has dated at least half of the guys in ROTC, and apparently Commander has talked to her because she goes with every new guy every month. A new guy every month. Because, and then somebody else is like, yes, that's really stupid. I wish I could do something for you to feel better, which is, thanks, whoever you are. I don't know your handwriting. I just realized who this was. And I said, thank you, Anahita. It was our German exchange student.
Oh my gosh, cute.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Oh, I wish I stayed better in contact with her. Anahita.
Send it to her.
I should. We're friends on Facebook, but I don't think she's active on there. Oh, she was so sweet. Oh, anyway. I'm just happy I wouldn't do anything to hurt Steven in any way. Why did she care? I don't know. Yes, I know that. And Courtney, Schnortney, because my friend would snort sometimes, knows that too. So just try to look forward to this evening where we may do something with Steven and Court. Love you, sweetie. Oh, so that's actually really, so she always told me this Anahita, she's so cute, German exchange student was like, oh my God, my English is so bad.
Amazing.
No. Come on. Yeah. No. I said, you put a smile on my face. Thanks. Love you too. No, you can't go. Hopefully my mom will let you do something tonight. I don't know. Whatever.
What?
Because my mom love your mom, but she was very strict.
Oh my God. My mom I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Ever.
It took so much. So Anahita was in from Germany, and it took days of convincing to let us go.
Oh, she stayed with you?
Yeah, she stayed with us for 4 weeks. It took days of convincing for her to let us go to Six Flags because my mom was worried about me and Steven having sex.
Obviously,
we hadn't
SeaWorld.
done it yet. Yeah. No, Six Flags.
Oh, is that not SeaWorld?
No. Six Flags is like the roller coaster place.
Oh, Six Flags here is SeaWorld.
Six
Flags, yeah.
Oh, okay. No.
Yeah, they like to torture sea life in Vacaville. Whales, dolphins, all the above.
Gross.
Marine life of any sort. Don't get me started, please. So anyway, you and Steven broke up.
Oh, yeah, we did. Okay, so Steve and I broke up a few times. We broke up... When was the first time? Shoot. I think the first time we broke up was because of Commander, actually.
No.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ew, I don't like that.
Yeah. So
I really don't. I think, it's none of your business.
It isn't. It's like kids. Who the fuck cares?
Yeah,
kids are supposed to get their heart broken.
Yep.
Let them do it on their own.
Yep.
They will find a way to break their own hearts. So we broke up, I think, because of him, because he was worried. Blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. We got back together. We broke up. He wrote me a Dear Jane letter when he was in basic in Chicago. And I still had tickets to go out to see him graduate from the Navy. And we got back together then. And then we moved in together. And then we broke up. And thankfully, Shiloh came and saved me and helped me move out. And now I'm with Shiloh. 9 years later. Who cares? Doesn't matter. That was so long. I'm so sorry. Demi, please tell me this beautiful diary entry that I'm so excited to hear.
Okay, this is drama. December 24th, 2005. Wow, I am so not optimistic. Okay, so pretty much Chris had asked this girl Lindsay to winter ball, so I was sad pants. But I kept liking him anyway. And it seems like I always get with someone or have mutual feelings for someone because, okay, Julio, Anya, and Alex have been telling me to tell Chris how I feel. So last night, Alex was finally like, dude, stop being a pansy and just fucking tell him. The second I sent the text, I regretted it, and I was thinking the worst. And to sum it up, those 30-ish messages, ... He no longer is going to winter ball with Lindsay. I don't know why. He has had feelings for me for a long time, and he loves my smile. Gosh, I'm so pathetic, but I really like him. Yay. And then he asked me to the movies on Monday, smiley face. Wow, I'm so fucking happy. I really am. But I have a feeling if he's like lying just to get a piece of ass, I'll be fucking devastated. So I'm his. He just has to figure out what to do about it.
Oh.
I can't believe this all started because of a dance. I hope he asks me to go, but Sean said he was already planning to ask someone. I don't know who any of these people are. But said he was already planning to ask someone else. So maybe he's lying, or maybe he wants to ask me in person. But he said he knew I liked him, and if he knew and felt the same way, why didn't he ask me in the first place? Okay, so that was on December 24th. This is now February 4th, 2016.
Oh, that's quite a jump.
Yeah, ... He was lying.
Oh, okay, shithead.
On that Monday, I asked him in a text, do you still want to go? I'm assuming to the movies. Mm-hmm. I mean, I was even number 2 on his top 8.
Okay, MySpace. Hi. How you doing?
He never said anything back. Or ever. During the rest of the break.
Was it after 9 o'clock where you could text?
For free. I've secretly convinced myself I can't get a guy now.
Oh my. Giving up hope at 15 years old. No, not even 15.
I was 15.
Okay.
I haven't told anyone, hence the secretness.
Therefore, too.
Sadly, I still like him. Ugh, it sucks seeing him every day right in front of me, and then his winter ball picture with some other girl. But her, in parentheses, but her dress was still really pretty.
Oh, well, give credit where credit's due.
Parenthesis, but I was 10 times prettier than anyone there and still getting compliments, parenthesis.
Queen, hair flip.
Anyway, yeah, so I pretty much can't get any boys, and I'm okay with that because I'm aware of the routine. Like him, he likes you, you like each other a lot, and then you love, yeah, right, then you crash and definitely burn. I just miss holding someone, saying, oh, and me and my boyfriend did this, blah, 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 etc. Yeah, okay, bye. P.S. I'm sad pants. And I drew actual pants that are sad. Oh, I went out with him. 2 months later. Should I? It's just one page. Should I read? Should I just?
I need to know.
Should I keep the roller coaster going?
Go.
Okay,
I'm on it up. Woo!
So that was February 4th. We're now at April 27th. Well, I went out with him for a couple weeks, and then he dumped me. No surprise.
Okay.
What sucks is that
Again.
What sucks is that I still like him. Whatever. I guess he's leaving to go to Palma next year, which was the private Christian school, the boys' school down the street. Mm-hmm. And he's always with this girl who was hooking up with Tyler, but Rhiannon said she moved on pretty quickly, and I guess she's moved on to Chris. I made cheerleading. That's pretty exciting. I also got a 94 on my math test. Can we say miracle? Spelled miracle wrong. Heck yes. I'm having a sweet 16. How cool is that? I'm mixing it with Travis's birthday too, since his is on the 6th and mine is on the 7th. So we combined and he has a DJ. Sweet. I need a boy to like. Okay, bye. So then can I just tell you about
need to know
this
everything.
Sweet 16 that I had?
Yeah.
My parents rented out, so they were members at the Elks Lodge, and they had a friend that worked there, and so we rented out this whole room, and we got like catering and a DJ, and I got like this dress, and so it was me and my friend Travis, and Travis went to another school, and so we invited like everyone from our schools, and everyone came.
I was about to say, did nobody show up?
Everyone came.
Was there enough food?
Oh, there was plenty of food.
Okay, good. That's what I'm worried about the most.
I danced with this guy that I liked, and then this girl.
Ricky?
No.
Oh.
Ricky is long
gone. Bye.
This girl got so drunk and so high
From
in the
where?
parking lot.
Oh, in the parking lot.
I didn't even know who she was, and she ended up throwing up and like passing out in the bathroom, and somebody called the cops, and they shut down my party like an hour in. It was so lame.
Are you kidding me?
The saddest. It was like truly an episode of my super sweet 16.
Well,
minus like no car. I got a 1995 Corolla. Like
I didn't even get a car.
oh,
I also didn't have a Sweet 16.
it was over the top. It was like yeah.
And they shut down your party.
They shut it down because of an overdramatic mom. They could have just like taken her and left.
Truly?
But she IM'd me the next day and apologized and said she got her stomach pumped, so it was okay.
Oh. Okay, I guess
I
she
was
had
like,
what's coming.
thank you.
Thanks. I'm so
okay.
sorry about your stomach.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Okay, guys, read to chapter 27.
Sure. Yep. Also, talk to you next week.
Catch you guys later.
On the flippity flip.
I was just listening to an episode where you told me not to say that, so I'm not going to say
You
it now.
did it last time.
I know. I know what I did.
Love always.
Love always, Demetra. Oh yeah, I stopped signing off Love Always.
I noticed that. Rude.
Sad.
But love always.
But Love Always, Demetra and
Jess.
okay.
Oh, gross. That sounded gross. Okay, bye.